My name is Barbara L. I am a visual artist. This art trip vlog might be different than you're used to. It does contain the opening of an exhibition, a sketchbook session, a visit to an art museum, and some glimpses of great food and architecture. European-style cafes or art supplies halls didn't make it to that trip, as it is saturated with local food flavors, art watching, autumn walks in a park, and using what I took with me rather than buying new things. I came to Warsaw using public transport and I enjoyed the beautiful autumn views on my way. My sketchbook is exhibited on Sketch Has Power at the beautiful Museum of Caricature, and I decided to come to the vernissage myself. The Museum of Caricature in Warsaw is definitely a place worth visiting. It shows caricatures, illustrations and satirical drawings of the best artists representing art of caricature. The exhibitions change frequently, so even if you saw it recently, be sure to check on it every once in a while to get to see some great visual comments on the reality. It is located just by the old town, so you will find it nearby while sightseeing. At Thursday evening, the exhibition of Sketch Has Power had its opening scheduled. It was shown together with Satyricon, both previously shown in the Cultural Center in Legnica. What better to do during the day before such show than have a little sketchbook session in the Royal Gardens of Warsaw? So I did. The day was beautiful, rich in autumnly sun, which made the yellow, orange and red leaves pop up. Autumn is definitely one of my 4 favorite seasons. The day finished fast, as it gets dark around 4:30 right now in November. I was happy to eat some Polish food, żurek, which was an amazing heat-up for me after the walk and journey, and I headed to the Old Town. It was elegantly decorated with Polish flags, as Polish Independence Day celebration was coming next days. The vernissage opened with a speech and punching of a round red balloon. My sketchbook, which I made in Spain, was exhibited there, and both exhibitions showed some amazing artworks. If you are curious how my sketchbook looks inside, have a look at my video where I showed the process of making it, and I also flipped the pages there. I leave the link in the description. Next day the weather was still amazing and I was happy to walk along a beautiful show, about which you can discover more when you visit the portal Floratheca. It was made along the fence of the Botanical Garden at the Royal Gardens of Warsaw, and there I watched some reproductions of scientific illustrations featuring plants. The originals were made in etching, lithography and ink drawings, often mixed with watercolor coloring. It was really interesting to see these reproductions, especially as they were way bigger than the originals, and it was a great chance of seeing the details of the illustrations. The lunchtime found me in a restaurant with Polish food, where I had an amazing dish, placek po cygańsku, which is absolutely great for the autumnal coldness, and it brings back the warmth after a long walk outside. I had some more time sketching and observing the everyday life of Warsaw. Later on, I was happy to visit a museum of ethnography, which gathers examples of objects. It is a truly fascinating visit, and the variety of exhibits is so great that it can suit the need of many, as you can discover some naive art objects used to celebrate festivities and holidays, masks, tools to work in the countryside, and many more. There was also an exhibition about different items connected with childhood and different understanding of that stage in life. I really liked the batiks too, and then I headed to the station to catch a trip back to my city. Altogether, it was a great, inspiring and full of art and friends time. I reminded how much I like city breaks like this, and I had an occasion to not only see how my Spanish sketchbook proudly shares its pages among its friends, to the curious visitors, to meet many interesting people at the opening, and to breathe some different air in other city. A trip always requires a bit of effort and energy, but it reminds you how many interesting things there are out there, places to visit, tastes to try, and people to meet. I hope you liked to see some art time in Warsaw with me, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Have a great day, see you in the next one!